Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Almost forgot to put the mic on, y'all. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. All right, let us see, let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages here for feminine? What do they need to know? All right, we have truth, healing, anxiety, okay, music, divine intervention. A card fell from the tarot deck. I gotta see what that is. It's a message there. We have wedding, new love. Underlying energy is legal matters. Okay, so I feel this energy here where feminine, you had to accept a harsh truth here that if something wasn't working out at the time, it wasn't meant to work out. You're trusting spirit that if it's meant to come together, it will. Look what fell. I can't make this up. This is the Lover's card. Okay, if something is meant to come together, it will. That's how you feel about this. Okay, and you and this person both feel that way. All right, they can't get you off their mind though with this anxiety. Okay, it says confession, clarity, reveal secrets. They're coming to you to speak their truth here. All right, that even though both of you have been doing your best to heal, all right, focus on yourselves, go inward. This person still has moments where they're restless because they're focused on the future and what it holds for the two of you. If you'll be a part of their future, things like that. I feel like this person is sending you telepathic messages, all right, through music, really trying to connect with you this way so they can express their feelings. This may be someone that, again, with this truth, they're coming to you to reveal feelings, but typically they may keep their feelings and emotions to themselves, but spirit is stepping in here, all right, because deep down in this person's heart they feel like you're the one. Okay, and this is not something that they want to let go of. This is not something that they want to lose. All right, so spirit is stepping in here, you know, for the sake of bringing the twins together. Okay, it says honeymoon phase, childlike, moving on, new beginning. So let's move on from whatever was in the past, whatever took place. I feel like you're the one. I want to come in union. I want this forever. That starts with commitment, potentially marriage. Okay, so let's see. Underlying energy here is legal matters. Again, justice, divorce, balance, and judgment. I feel like when this person comes to you to reveal their truth, they're doing so with the hopes of getting a different judgment from you. Like, you know, if right now you've made the decision to separate yourself, again, focus on healing. Later for this connection, they want to try to change your mind and get you to reinvest your energy, reinvest your time, you know, give it another chance. What's underneath this? We have heartbreak. Yeah, this person could have, you know, done their best to keep this to themselves, but again, spirit is stepping in here and it's becoming really heavy at this point. All right, this person is feeling really, really hurt. Okay, I feel like part of the reason you made the decision you did with this person is because you felt betrayed or disappointed in some way. They themselves may also be feeling like that. But in the event that this person ever turned their back on you in this connection because they thought the grass were greener somewhere else, okay, you know, they thought something else or someone else was a better option, this created a lot of hurt, okay, a lot of pain. So you shifted your focus, shifted your energy, and now in comes this person wanting to speak some sort of truth. All right, let's get more here in this storyline. We will be reading reversals today. Okay. All right, thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's stuck on this person's mind. We have Judgment in reverse because they feel like you didn't make, you know, good judgment when it comes to them in this connection. Ace of Swords in reverse. All right, but they weren't being upfront about something. So you did what you felt like you had to do. Okay. We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Cups upright. Yeah, see, they weren't showing their love. They weren't showing the affection. Their cup was closed. Okay, their heart was closed off. They were very guarded. You were open. You were vulnerable. You put it all out there. You laid it on the table for this person. And they just, you know, I don't know what they were doing. They didn't expect you to walk away, though. That's for sure. Okay, but they weren't treating you like the divine feminine that you are. They weren't treating you like the Empress. Okay. So yeah, they're like, this is not good judgment and you're not looking at it the right way, but they're not looking at it from your point of view is what it feels like. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're not giving any love, any affection, anything to this person. The Queen of Wands is very warm. But with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like, you ever heard of like a dummy mission? Okay. You feel like it would be a dummy mission. Okay. The World in reverse, but they're not ready for it to be over. They're not ready for it to end. The Eight of Cups is here. You're ready to go ahead and pull back. If you have not already, it definitely seems as if you already have. We have the King of Pentacles here. The Fool card in reverse. Again, you feel like it would be foolish. The Lovers is in reverse, y'all. Okay, so there's definitely twin flame separation here. The Hierophant. They could be going to someone, asking for advice on how to handle this situation. If this is not like a therapist, this could be someone who they look up to as far as spiritual community or something like that. Their religious beliefs, whatever it is, you know, they're speaking to someone in regards to their faith. Okay. In their mental state. So it could be any form of therapy that this person is going through, but it has to do with the situation. All right. So I feel like the person is telling them, like, you know, you were closed off. You're telling me this is how the person was. It seems like they were open. You were guarded, you know. Perhaps that's something the person wasn't able to see on their own, right? Because look at what we have here. So with the Page of Cups, it's like reconciliation, apology. After they get this truth from this person here, person is like, you know, not to tell them that they're in the wrong, but they weren't in the right, okay? And if they feel like you're betraying them in any sort of way by choosing to protect yourself at this point because you feel like you've given so much, you know, that in itself is just a very interesting way of thinking, okay? Very interesting. So let's see. Those cards are like, we got the Two of Cups in reverse. Again, there's separation here, obviously, right? Person wants to come back together with you. They want reconciliation. Seven of Cups in reverse. You feel like this person comes with confusion, distortion. They don't really know what they want. Again, because they do a lot to grab your attention here. But when they get it, they're not doing nothing with it. And see the Two of Swords in reverse and the Ace of, the Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse is like unrequited love. Let's just say there's love here, but I mean, there's, you know, chemistry, there's attraction, there's love, there's whatever it is, but it's not enough. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, you feel like something would be for no reason. Yeah, like if you were to put the work in, it would be for no reason. You feel like this person keeps secrets or they hide their true feelings, so you don't know their motives, and they give them the Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like you've been betrayed so many times or disappointed so many times by this person that right now you're just over it. Okay? You're over it. So Spirit stepping in and telling them, hey, yeah, this is what you need to say, this is what you need to do. That's nice and all as far as you're concerned, but you're like, it's a little too late for that. Okay? This person should have thought about these things a long time ago. Okay, yeah, we have the Three of Swords. They left you in a state of Three of Swords and then tried to come back after the fact, after you start healing yourself. Okay, it's because they don't really want you to move on. They see that you're doing well without them. So, you know, they're not happy about that, obviously. Some of them might be drinking a lot, partying a lot, smoking a lot, whatever it is that they do. Okay, to forget things. That's what they're doing. But I don't know if that's really working. Okay. Let's see, y'all. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands and the Tower. Wow, and the Four of Wands tried to flip itself into reverse almost. All right, so I feel like, yeah, what's come to this person's awareness is that union may not happen. Okay, this may come as a shock to you that they even want union with the Tower here and the Four of Wands. Okay, the Page of Cups. Yeah, you like, that's what the Page of Cups is, you know. It's not just a peace offering, no. With the Hierophant here, Hierophant is commitment, is marriage. But they could definitely be, you know, going to someone, talking to someone, getting advice because they don't know what to do. They feel like they messed this situation up. Okay. So we have the Two of Swords, and they fell out over the Two of Swords. That's so funny. Okay, yeah, this person, when they come back, and they are coming, you may have to weigh the pros and cons here. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles, yeah, Queen of Wands, you may have to weigh the pros and cons here when they come back. Are you going to move forward? Are you going to give them another chance? But it looks like a lot of you are going to decide to move forward. Okay. You feel like this person creates a lot of unnecessary challenges. Yeah, we have illusion. And again with the moon energy, because they like to try to hide their feelings. When the Emperor is showing up here with the Ten of Cups, this is really what you want. But the Emperor, as we know, right? Very controlling individual, right? Very stubborn individual. So this person may have been trying to control or even fight off their feelings and emotions. All right. But it's like they feel like their emotions just flow freely when they think about you. You know what I mean? But then they stay stuck in their head and hold back instead of speaking up on what they feel. And a lot of that played a role in this separation. Okay? A lot of it. So we have the Five of Wands here. Okay? There seems to be clashing ideas about what it is that the two of you want. Okay? Or at least that's what you think. But they're showing up with the King of Cups energy, okay, and the Strength card. So this is somebody that, again, their love is very strong for you, feminine, okay? And they do see themselves wanting this Ten of Cups energy, Four of Wands energy with you. I feel like at this moment in time, you just have to realize, or you just have to decide, not realize, if this is what you want to do. All right, we have the Magician, because you done pulled back, focused on healing. Okay, taking the swords out of your back, out of your heart. You have the Hermit. You're staying to yourself. You're staying to yourself, focused on your healing, manifesting great things. Yeah, the Empress. Okay, this is you. Okay, and they're sitting here watching you. Page of Swords. As I said, a lot of them, they're watching you. They see you're doing good without them, right? So a part of them feels like, you know, should I even come in and say anything? Because technically it would be me disturbing their peace. You know, they are at peace right now, and I'm coming in knowing that the situation we had was not peaceful, or the way we left it off was not the best, and I'm coming in again to try to grab this person's attention. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, and it's in the upright, but they're determined. You know how we said the Knight of Swords in reverse was like a dummy mission? You know, if you don't know what that means, let me explain. You know how you send someone to go do something, but it's actually something for them to do. It's actually somewhere for them to go. A dummy mission is like somebody going somewhere, looking for something, and going in circles. Okay? It might not be anything for them to even find, or anywhere for them to even go. But you send them so that you can just kind of get them out your hair. Alright? Now, with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like, think gaslighting too. You know, a person puts all this energy in to grab your attention, and when they finally grab your attention, it's like all of a sudden it's a switch up. You feel like, damn, I'm on a dummy mission because I done started pursuing something or going towards something under the impression that that's what we were doing together, only to find out I'm in it by myself. Dummy mission. So, you know, you like, I don't know about this, right? But this person is still coming towards you because they feel like they know about it, right? And based on whatever guidance they've received and whatever advice they've received, it's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You know, again, divine intervention. Spirit is stepping in here. All right. I feel like this is the one. I need to let them know. Nine of Cups. This is my heart's desires with fulfillment. Page of Cups. Let's reconcile. You know, if there was a disagreement or argument, okay, where nasty words were exchanged, or maybe they said something out of anger or frustration, they want to apologize for that. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles here. So again, they want you to invest your time, invest your energy back into this. Ace of Pentacles is my engagement ring. Okay, yeah, because they're like, in the event that you do Okay, this can be promising. It can lead up to the Ten of Cups, right? They're still watching you. And as they watch you, again, Nine of Swords, that's anxiety. What does the future hold? Are me and this person ever going to come back together? Are they ever going to forgive me? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Are they ever going to allow me to fix it, to work on it? Or Six of Swords. Are they just going to stay distant? Now, the thing about this Six of Swords that I've noticed that's different about other Six of Swords, on Six of Swords in any other deck, the person is facing forward. They're not looking back. Both people, the person that's in the boat, which usually they're in there with a child or a dog, and the person that's rowing the boat, which is supposed to be like a guardian angel or protector, right? So here, both of them are looking back. So it's almost like saying, it really depends on, and I'm seeing that moon, it really depends on if this person is going to speak their truth or not. That's why Spirit is stepping in. You know, this Strength card, it really matters. I really feel like that matters. I'm telling you, it's something about this person just always trying to be in control of their feelings and emotions and not fight them off, but kind of keep them down. Because then they come off as more composed and more, you know, more in control of themselves. More masculine, if you will. All right? That's what a lot of men believe. You know, if I push these feelings and emotions down, I don't necessarily reveal them or let them up, then I come off as more masculine, more manly, you know, that kind of thing. Where women are like, oh, you know, I'm emotional, I'm expressive about it. You know, that's what makes me feminine. I am who I am, you know. These are my emotions and I'm free about it. But that's something that they have to learn how to balance within themselves in order to feel comfortable with it. Okay? So, yeah, it's like, are you strong enough to speak your truth? Otherwise, yes, person is going to stay, you know, at a distance. This separation is going to be what it is. Here we have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like in the event they speak their heart, look at that. Queen of Cups. You'll be open to it. Six of Wands is here. Success and victory. Overcoming whatever the challenges may have been. Which at this moment could be the person wants to talk to you. Eight of Wands, but you block them out. Five of Pentacles. If the person were to speak their truth, the way that Spirit is guiding them to do, this wouldn't be the case. So I feel like that's why the Tower is there. Okay, that's divine intervention. You want union. Well, okay, you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to, you know, put the work in. Can't say, oh, they're not letting me put the work in. Are you putting the work in? Because Six of Swords is here. That's space and distance, yes, but what about it? What are you going to do about it? That's where Spirit's coming from. All right, so the Hermit. Uh-oh. We have the Knight of Wands. All right, so that's what they're going to do about it. They're coming towards you. Courage. All right, courage. Finding the fiery energy and courage within themselves to move forward. All right, King of Pentacles, to show you that you can depend on them. Okay. They're here for you. This is somebody that may be a boss, okay, may have their own business or own businesses. Okay, this may be someone that is, you know, large and in charge. So they like to have that same kind of energy when it comes to their relationships. But they don't understand when they're dealing with an Empress. It's like, hey, you have yours, I have mine, we have ours. You don't treat me like less than, okay? You don't try to control me. You don't try to do these things. It's not what you do with an Empress. And I won't try to control you, okay? You're very nurturing. They're a provider. I think you're very beautiful, very sensual. You know who you are. They love that about you. If you're a mom, they feel like you're an awesome mom. If you're not one, they feel like you would be. If you don't have any children together, they feel like you would be an amazing mother to their children. Okay. But, you know, a person has to speak their truth. Take that mask off. Yeah, we got hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight and personify. See? Can't make it up. Healing heart. Healing heartbreak, toxicity or addiction, abusive relationship. They don't understand that when you're in a divine connection, first of all, you can see beyond the mask. Second of all, take it off. Okay? Stop playing with me. We have girl with the snake, okay? charmed or used, enable boundaries. You had to. You feel like the person, you know, they feel like you're beautiful, you're charming. They feel like that. They might be handsome and very charming themselves, but they use that to their advantage. They use it to get what they want. Okay, and you'll say, like most people, right? Like most, what? Charmers, like most snakes. Okay. Well, you had to put certain boundaries in place with this person so that they could stop playing with this. Yeah, we have clock and separation. You feel like they just waited too long or waited so long. All right. Needing time, cycles and takes time, time to heal, progressing. Okay, separation. It says sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. All right, see, that's what they're worried about. You know, what does the future hold? All right, we have the chaser. They're going to be coming after you like it's nobody's business. All right. Because they're looking at photos and missing you. Okay, with camera here. Reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. And we have coffin. All right, so it's like, yeah, the past is the past, but we can have a new beginning. We can do things differently. All right, we want different results. We do things differently. That's where this person's coming from. New beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic endings. Excuse me. And with Phoenix here, new phase and rekindle, renew and growth, change mind, rise from the ashes. All right. Yeah, they like, yeah, there's a lot of passion between us. Okay, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. All right, so you're like, let's not ignore this. Let's not throw it away. You know, I feel like this person has been really heartbroken because they feel like, you know, the two of you can come back together and resolve this, can work it out. Okay, it does not have to be over. I feel like this person has gone through a lot of shifts and changes within themselves, and because of it, you're going to see a lot of shifts and changes in the connection if you allow, right? Like, if you allow, then that'll be the case. But this person is going through it, honey, without you, missing you bad, honey, wanting you bad. But those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Information as to how you can book personals with me can be found in the description box beneath this video, as well as the information to what decks I am using. You can click the link to my Amazon storefront, my books. You can click any of those links down there, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart. All right, and any other good jazz is also in that description box. Peace and haggries.